Sit down, folks. Sit back and relax and let me tell you a scary story. A scary story of how not to do a horror movie. It's called BrightBurn. What's up, guys? This is Loki here with K3 TV, here to bring you another film review. I'm very excited to burn, which is BrightBurn, which is another one of them horror movies in springtime, which should tell you something. It sells itself as a little bit of a superhero movie, action type of thing, and I'm just going to let you guys know right now, I'm going to spoil this movie to heck, because it just deserves it. I mean, you guys have probably already seen the reviews and stuff like that, and you guys might either still want to go watch it because it actually looks pretty cool, and I'll tell you guys, actually go watch it, or wait for it, but still watch it. It's a unique movie. It is a unique experience. If you guys are little gore fiends out there, you little sickos, then go and watch that too, because it is pretty crazy. There are some scenes there that I have not seen that type of gore in. Not many. I'm not telling it as like a gore fest or anything like that. This is no Hostel. This is no Saw or anything like that. But it's got tiny little elements of little shock that are actually a pretty good touch. It's pretty entertaining. The main actor I just want to get into right away is phenomenal. He sells the creep factor way up, and I definitely applaud that guy. The little kid is like the best actor in the whole movie. He's the one that I really wanted to watch this for. His name is Jacob Zakar, I believe. And definitely keep an eye out for him. I mean, if there's another BrightBurn, which at this kind of point I really hope there isn't, but I mean, hey, if there is, then there is. It's brought to you by David Yarofsky. He's done some pretty good work in the past, such as The Hive, if you guys have caught that. I did not. He's also helped out with Guardians of the Galaxy, and you know, he's out there, but he might not be for long. That's messed up. Can I say that, Kay? Can I say that? Okay, I'll say that. But this movie was, I don't regret watching it, but I do regret it being made. I'm just going hard on this one, man. It's got a great concept. The concept could be pretty much summed into this. It's a supernatural being, we can call it like basically an alien, crashes down on the planet. We're talking like Superman style, if you guys are you know, comic book nerds like me. It's pretty much Superman as if he were to be bullied and I guess neglected as a kid. The weird thing is his family seems great in this movie. It doesn't look like they would have neglected him or anything like that. It's just that he got orders from a higher being, his true family, you know, and he basically goes, "You're not my real dad," to his, you know, like his real family. "You're not my real mom," and ends up going back into what he actually truly is. So you see the story envelop with an angsty little teenager, balls barely dropped, evil way out, up in the sky with that, and it's just, it's pretty awkward to see that kind of transition in like a superhero-ish type of movie. So you kind of get these feelings where you're misplaced at certain points. Like, what kind of movie am I watching? And then they remind you, and it's just like, boom, it's like this huge action sequence or a little bit of a supernatural kick to everything. And fun time, but it gets old a little bit halfway through the movie. Okay, but I've talked about enough of how it feels, but what really makes this movie bad, in my opinion, is just the pacing is really off. You don't know, you're not really on the ride fully the whole way through. You're not sure at what point you're supposed to be in the whole movie, so you get really dropped off a couple different times. The concept sounds cool, and it is cool, like seeing a superhero villain type of fight in someone, like an origin story, an evil origin story. It sounds cool, but they actually made it a little bit too realistic in a way. You see angsty drawings, that type of thing. You basically see like a knit crochet type of helmet on this little teenager, which is kind of like, again, realistic, because a kid wouldn't be able to make his own costume. But you see this costume out of nowhere. You at least see Spider-Man stitch his own costume together in Spider-Man 2001 or 2. But this little kid just somehow knows how to crochet at level 12, at age 12. But it's weird as heck. He just makes like this little Cthulhu type of mask that he wears, and it's cool, like at 13 maybe, but it just really doesn't work. Some of the things that are just that's just pretty much it. It just doesn't work. It feels too real. Like you could actually see like a little kid, like for some reason it feels like in the 90s or something, would go out and do this, like just write in his little journal, do his little weird little S's that no one knew where it came from, but he has his own little symbol, and just go get a cape and somehow a beanie and turn it into like some evil thing. I mean, this kid looks like he listened to Slipknot in its prime. That's where this kid came from. This is Slipknot right here. I blame you, Slipknot. That's coming for you guys. But besides that, it's the awkwardness that really makes it kind of bad, and I think that's why most people thought it was bad. I've seen. I would still say watch it though, because it's completely different, and that's all I want to say about that movie. If I were to have to give this movie a grade, I don't think it's a complete failure, but I do definitely think that it was done wrong somehow. I had no idea how it could have been done right. This just ain't it for some reason. I'm gonna have to go with a D+, I guess. It's alright. It's not gonna pass everywhere, but it's good. It's alright. Not too regretful. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me here on this BrightBurn film review. Definitely comment down below if you guys enjoyed the movie for some reason. Now, if you guys enjoyed it, if you guys didn't, comment down below. I'd love to talk to you guys about it. Like, subscribe, and next week we will be hitting up Godzilla, King of Monsters. So definitely be on the lookout for that. This is K3 TV, Loki's film review. Check you guys next week.